welcome back to my videos. For those new here, my name is Joe. I inherited a farm from the old man after he passed away. These videos are kind of a record of my progress. So today, it is the last harvest of this year. I.e., it is potato harvest time. As you can see, I have just topped most of this field. I'm doing one field at a time. Got this little bit to do, then we will start bringing the machines out, getting the potatoes up and taking them back to the farm to store and then wash and sell. Just taking a quick break. I didn't stop earlier on, so I have not really had any breakfast, so I'm kind of having breakfast, lunch in one go, or just had, should I say. Now we're going to finish this field and get things ready. As I said, this is the last thing except for reseeding all fields. This is basically the last job harvest wise of the season. So we will be done after this. It does help if I turn the machine on. There we go. Let's get this done. See what yield we get. I believe it's a good one. So we'll see. Then it's the process of basically putting them in the cleaner, giving the cleaner a run. New cleaner that is. It's in the shed. I have all the belts and that set up. So all we got to do is pick them on the trailer back to the farm and let the belts take care of it and pile them up. Right, that is the last of that. That's the topping done for this field. Right, I'm now going to go and get another bit of kit that will pile them up onto one side, because the potato picker itself is a little bit big, but the way Dad did it, it seemed to work quite well. So we're going to do it, or I'm going to do it, similar to what Dad used to do. We're not going to put this topper away, because obviously we're going to do that field as well. We're just going to swap over, get them, dig them up, lay them onto one side, then get the harvester out and pick them up. That is the plan. On the canola seeding, I did end up doing one extra field, so instead of 3 we have 4. Next year, or next time I'm able to plant potatoes, we're going to do one of these big fields at this end of the farm and probably one other field somewhere on the farm. Not sure where yet, but one of them. Right, I need to pick up another bit of kit and get back out onto the field. You'll see the belts and that set up. That will go into the barn. I do need to adjust the front one, as it is slightly off from where I want it, but that's fine. I can soon sort that out. I'm going to drop that back here because I need that other machine that's there. Unhook. So this is the next bit. Just pick them up and drop onto the floor, and then we go through with a big machine behind, pick them up and then be able to load them in the trailer. Now I've not really used this, we're going to see how it goes. It's a bit tight. We're on. Right, we are on. Pull it out and make sure everything is good. PTO. Put some onto one side of the field, so that's good. Right, let's see how this runs. As I say, I've not really run this bit of kit. I did run the big machine though. Back out in the field. I was going to use the Massey for this, but I thought with it on the seeder and seeding continuing after this, because now we can plant like wheat, barley and all that lot. So I've just left the Massey on there. We have that for I think it's another week or two, so that will get used a bit more before it goes back. Now I don't know how true this is, but I have been told you might be getting that field back when the market's on. Apparently it's not doing as good. That's only what I've been told. I don't know how true that is. It's either not doing good or they have found another spot for it. I'm not sure which. We just have to wait and see. Right, which side is that going to tip on? I think I'm going to go around the edges first. I think. There we go. It's on. Right, let's do this. It is kind of tipping it onto the side where the potatoes are, but that's fine. So she'll go around the other way, so we've got a bit of leeway in between. As I say, this is not a machine I used to use. Dad was the one that did this bit. I just went around with the other machine to pick them up. Working pretty well by the look of it. Probably should have started the other way, to be honest, but that's fine. We will get it done. Best we can. Oh, I didn't want to lift that up. It's me hitting the wrong button. That's coming up really nicely. I should go around the other way, just so we got that gap, as I said. Hopefully get every little bit. I've got a couple of people interested to see what this does with the wash, including the company next to this field. Certainly interested in seeing what it's like when they are washed. This company actually does it themselves, they wash potatoes when they get brought in. So I believe we are the first to have a potato washer. I'm going to run back the other way. Should be good. Right, I'm going to get this done. I should be back in. That is the first load of potatoes on the trailer. I did change it slightly because I didn't want to run over the potatoes we've already pulled up. I decided to bring the harvester down and start picking up. It is what I would say a slow process, as I am doing it by myself. Normally, when Dad was around, he would do one, I would be on the other. We'd get the field done, and we would have somebody doing the trailer. Unfortunately, it's just me. So we're going to get this load back, and then I'm going to come back and carry on picking. So let's get this back. Let's see if I've got the belts set up, the conveyors set up right for what we want to do. And then it's basically continuing what we started. I would have asked other farmer friends, but unfortunately they are also busy doing similar or the same, getting potatoes or whatever they are picking. Quite a load here, so it's quite heavy. Looks like that ambulance is blocking the road a little bit there. I'm not sure why it's there. See it on the market or something. Right, let's see if we got these belts set up right. As I said, I'm going to pile them up first, then bit by bit get them in the washer. The washer will only hold so many, so it's not worth putting the whole lot in there. Grass is looking really good, so that'll be good for next year. Shan't take a cut in this year as we don't need any grass or hay as such. I say that, and we probably will later on, but knowing what we had last year, left over from last year, I think we'll be good because we've got a load at the sheep barn, or the barn at the sheep field. Sheep pasture, should I say. Can I line this up? It's not easy when you haven't got any cameras on the back of the vehicle. I'd love to get some cameras on the back of this. But that's another expense that's not going to happen. Not at this right moment. Right, I'm going to have to jump out and see where we are. Got a bit of space. want to hit the thing. I can go a little bit more. I'm hoping this is set up right. Roughly what the old man used to do. It's filled up, so we will see what's going on. Let's get away. That's doing roughly what I want. I think I'm going to tweak it a little bit. So bear with me a moment. I should be back. Well, I'll just tweak this a little bit. There we go. We got it. There's the first load piling up. So that's good. Just tweak it a little bit. We are good. I'm happy with that. That's the last of it. We'll go and get another load. That's good. Right. Off for the next one. Or the next load, that is. See you back at the field. Go picking up the potatoes again. I had noticed I have missed a few bits, but that's fine. We'll go back over them, get them. Field gets a bit crowded. Unfortunately, as I said before, I am on my own, so I'm just going to have to get on with it. This hasn't got a very big load. It doesn't hold that much, so we are emptying quite a bit. Didn't do that right, did I? I was just trying to avoid as much as possible riding over. I know, fortunately, you can't avoid everything, so we are riding over some of them. That's why I'm trying to get them up beforehand. Through here without hitting anything. Be able to. I'm going to have to move this machine. Because the back there is going to hit it. Put there for a minute. We'll get these up. Get the one that's just been done. Part of the one that's just been done, and we'll get back to pulling more up. Go from there. Right, I'm going to continue. I'm going to get this done. I shall come back to you in a little bit. Right guys, emptying out again. Another load emptied. Still not very far into the field, but we will get there. I will get this done. For now, I don't want to put these videos too long. I will call it a day. Call this video here. I will say thank you ever so much for watching. I do seriously hope you are enjoying the videos. I shall obviously see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.